think we're live. I don't know. We are. Are we live? Are we live? Are we alive? Hello? 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 I think we are. I think we are. I need to watch him. Put all these on. Just do my own. Minimize. I have this open, but it's fine. Hello, people of the internet. Today, okay, so before we start the stream, I am on my helping duty, of course. That's Matt. So that's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that she's there now. Boom, friends. Press the join. So I'm trying to help. My thing, of course, is I help people. That's like the dealio. I have to do that. But for this person to get, so we're doing Sturgeon Onslaught. I'll show everything after I do this. Let's actually, well, I'm about to show you one thing I did without. Here, I'll tell you and then I'll show you.
Insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Hope, fire. But so I'm just helping people. I'm doing it. But I helped and then they noticed they had to do all three of them. So it was like a thing. Probably honestly, Zhongling that I could probably do Verisa. And you have Bennett Zhongling. I'll do that. I'll do Zhongling. And then I'll do Jalonin. Or I'll do Bennett's there. I'll do EM and then Bennett. I don't know how this is gonna go. Not gonna lie. Genuinely. But I mean, you already have Bennett, Zhongling. Already used Zhongling. That'll work. That'll work. I mean, you don't really just overload. I'm good. That should do okay. What do you think? Bennett there. I mean, Vika, Jalonin, Bam Bam, Bennett's down there. Because, I mean, I don't really know exactly how. Okay. seat. I haven't done this with anybody. I've done one thing co-op. So
Light it up. Try and stop me. Wrath from the sky.
Tell me what you see.
Names that
Not too far now.
Quick as a flash. Start the clock. Bring it. Pyroclastic surge. You're the
Time to
echoes
say
of the
hello.
valley. Try and stop me. Let's move. Wrath from the sky. Bring it. Full throttle.
Free.
I mean, we're doing okay.
Veins boil. Light of the blazing sun. Incinerate. Try and stop.
Tell me what you see.
Faster. Stronger. Wrath from the sky.
Not too far now. Time to say hello.
Rev the end. Look at the flash. Let's brave names echo. Light of the blazing sun. Try and stop me.
Oof. So I got Skirk, by the way. I don't know if I don't know if I addressed that, as you see. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna do Mavika, Jalonin, and then I'm gonna do Varisa and Zhongling, maybe.
Open fire.
Already doing pretty good.
Wrath from the sky. Faster. Stronger.
327. Way better already.
Let the mountains be first. Harder. For first. On my mark.
Crit. So insane.
Take me up. Let me down. Open fire. Burn it down. Open fire. Letting brave names echo. Pyroclastic surge. Try and stop.
Yeah, much better. Much better. Very great. Iffy on this one. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Danger time. Headbutt. Final one. Yeah. Look out below. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. You're toast. Teamwork is dreamwork. Right. Look out below. Fight for it. Going in. Eat this. Let's light it up. Nice and spicy. Yeah. Hero incoming. Yeah. Headbutt. Hero incoming. You're toast. Yeah. Turn. Headbutt. Will prevail. Justice o'clock. Going in. Yeah. Kapow. Boba, get them. Hero incoming. Yeah. Let's light it up. Hi. Hands where I can see 'em. Yeah. Everybody stand back.
Hello, I am trying to do something when 1 minute, my friend. Please die, please die, please die. We're not doing another 20 seconds of this. Oh, we're cooked.
Justice will prevail. Let's light it up.
Might be cooked. Well, let me jump! Jump! We're cooked. We're so cooked.
Justice o'clock.
Yeah, we're cooked. Ah! So close! So close! Close. Oh, Lord, it's so close. Hello. I would put on music, but copyright, copyright. These dudes. These are all mine. IFC6, Zhangling. Vegan's better, and then I can Auroron. Sure. Let's try.
Let's light it up! Look out below! Charge! Teamwork is dreamwork! Hero incoming! Out of the frying pan! Yeah! Look out below! Hands right! You're toast! Let's light it up! Kaboom! Justice o'clock! Everybody stand! Yeah! Charge! Eat this! Hey! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Nice and tight! Duck! Headbutt! Hands run busy! Charge! You're toast! Look out below! Hero incoming! Yeah! Look out below! You ready? Yeah! Get them! Heads up! Charge! Everybody stand back! Hands right! Hero incoming! Headbutt! Light it up! Go in! Hero incoming! Prevail! Adventure time! Hero incoming!
Hey! 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 Awesome! Look at that! Yes! Let's go! Congrats, congrats, congrats. And here is my skirk! First that Shinhan, it has Farina. I have Skirk and a Scuffer. So basically premium Skirk team right here.
A dash of frosting! Annihilate! Do your master's bidding! Fear's on the loose! A little amuse... Fearless! Shower me with praise! Never star goes out! Time to shine! The pinnacle of excellence! Cryo incarnate! A dash of frost! Merciless! Into the void! Let my name echo in song! Obey! Allow me to finish this! Fearless! Never star goes out!
Awesome. Congrats, bro. Awesome. Hold on. I have her lullaby. I'm finna learn it real quick. Alright. No, it's T-A-A-S-A. Boom, boom. R-S-A. Crap. Cool. Alright. I'd do that song just for fun. Anyways. That was a new record only because it was a co-op. All right. Anyways, spoiler alert. I got Skirk. Spoiler alert. So, yeah. Got Skirk. So, yeah. And luckily enough, her weapon too, which I'm about to show. Let me put it on display. So here's me. Guys, here's my giant. Let me ungame. Here's me. I'm not gonna have speaking through this, so no audio, but here's me prepping it up, And I said, you know what? Basically, I was saying, guys, I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger and I got Skirk. Yep. I pulled the trigger. And by the way, early 10 pull. Early 10 pull. And
Disciple of Sertology, the foul. You've proven your strength to me along your
yeah, basically. So it's pretty cool. Got Skirk, and then I was like, you know what? I need a weapon. If I get Skirk, I need a weapon. Next 10 pull. Come on. And where's it at? Yeah, here you go. I was basically just there it is. Yeah, I skipped it, but I was like, give me my weapon now. So I got my weapon. I was like, yeah, I was pretty happy. And then so pretty cool seeing this on the left side. Also got a new that sword. But I did over yep, there it is, Skirk. Level 1. Gave her weapon too. Also got a quill, yeah. Freaking a quill, yeah. I was not dealing with that. So I was like, all right. But I got that a while ago. But yeah, I got Skirk. And she is maxed out. So I've been on basically a roll. But yeah, anyways, I got Skirk. I don't know. But and she is basically busted. So I added up how much damage she can do. By the way, 90, 98. Her skill gives 1 extra to this, so 899. Artifacts are not the greatest. Not the greatest. Mostly this. This is horrible. She has EM. HP is okay. ER, like it's not the greatest. It can be definitely better, but it is what I have. And it for to get 206, and I'm still doing better than my Mavwika burst damage. It's hard to add up, honestly. It's really hard to add up because I did one burst without attack and all that, and I did 890,000. Because I was her ruin without her hold E, burst like Q now, and it would do like I can fully powered it up. That's without fully powered. But when it's fully powered, I don't even know how much it is fully powered. But I did like what, 1,000 or 150 something, 100 something like that. Almost 900,000 damage with the last slash added up. Ridiculous. But I'm happy, tremendously happy. I'm perfectly fine with this character. I'm so glad I even pulled the trigger on it. Anyways, today was not about helping people, which I do that on the side, but today is Yoimiya Story Quest. So, and I'm going to be using Skirk for it because why not? But only reason because it's like my one that's like halfway done and I can't just leave it as it is. Also, I still have not been able to do this because view details, I have to do this, but I ain't doing that later. Let's do Yoimiya. And every time I come here, it's like Yoimiya's like, also beware, old Paimon VA will be in here. So if you do not care for her yapping, then yeah. Anyways, I forget what I'm doing with Yoimiya. I think she came to Sumeru and I'm like helping her out. So here we go.
Wow! Is that what you two were talking about? Amazing! It's huge! Wait, it's not going to suddenly start moving, right? Relax, it's completely still, and it's been ages.
That looks so nasty. But it's trying to keep.
That's true. It's green from all the overgrowth on it. All right, let's go. Now this will make for quite the story.
Also, funny enough, a new character, which I'm probably not gonna get. Just, I mean, I don't want to, but one of the things I think is gonna be funny is we got a robot character, like Catherine, coming apparently. So interesting.
I was wondering, have you seen your brother yet?
Oh snap!
Yep, but he said that he'd meet us at the end of our journey, and then he left. I see. It seems he has his own things to worry about. But it's all right. At least you were able to talk. How did he look? Was he
Why is
doing well?
Yoimiya is actually checking on us?
Well, according to her, nothing's really changed. She's hanging in there. That sure is reassuring.
Thank you, Yoimiya.
I believe that you two will come to an understanding once your journey is over. You are siblings, after all.
Thanks, Yoimiya. You're honestly, I think, one of the only people in this game who's actually been like worried for, like, I think there's a couple other people, but everybody else is like, you'll be fine. But like this person's like, finally checking up on us. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Yoimiya. New profound respect right there.
I didn't think we'd be able to climb all the way up here.
What you mean, bro? I'm the master.
Great view! I just want to shout at the top of my lungs.
By the way, I got her freaking bow. Don't even have Yoimiya.
And even though we might not be viewing the meteor shower from here, it's oops. I was having too much fun, and before I left Inazuma, many people heard that I was looking for a meteor shower. So I told them that they could write their wishes down on paper. So I ended up
Never.
writing several
Doesn't
dozens of
work.
wishes.
What? Give me them.
That many? That's part of it, but more importantly, I've been wondering why people link meteor showers and wishes in the first place. After a lot of thought, I think I figured it out. People use fireworks to remember their most precious memories, and these memories sparkle and shine each time the fireworks fly. In other words, fireworks symbolize the past. And shooting stars make people think of wishes, because wishes carry people's brilliant hopes and expectations for the future.
And they're
One
fake.
represents the past, and the other the future. They both bloom in the sky, but have completely different meanings behind them. It's really beautiful, isn't it?
Very true.
It's clear to me that I'm not the only one holding this belief. I'm sure my ancestor had similar views.
I believe it.
I think that's how he drew inspiration from the meteor shower. His method was a wish of sorts to begin with, to join the past and future together and combine their beauty. At first, I wasn't completely serious about using the opportunity to travel abroad to see a meteor shower. But it became something like a mission once everyone...
She's cursed. Do you watch the new the K demon whatever on Netflix? She's a demon. Get him. She has marks.
Huh? That was explain? You both understand what I'm trying to say? Honestly, I mean, these are all abstract topics that evoke...
Yeah, have you ever considered that if you
sense of
can't find it?
admiration. It's hard to put into words.
Oh, then have you ever considered that if you can't find it, perhaps it doesn't exist?
Traveler? I did consider that possibility, and I won't lie.
It'd be a real bummer if that were the
I
case.
know that's the most realistic conclusion, and it's not like luck has to be on my side. But there's a premise to every legend, and that's belief.
Bam.
I didn't take the step. It's not like a meteor shower would just rain upon me.
Hey, look, a meteor shower. What?
Wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have known that they respond to wishes, and I wouldn't have seen all these beautiful sights in Sumeru.
It's not really beautiful,
So
honestly. There's
I'm
plenty
looking
other
forward to the rest
places.
of our journey. Every single step of it.
Thanks, Yoimiya.
You really are amazing, Yoimiya.
For real.
What? Oh, nothing. Paimon just thinks you're doing a good job with the wishes. Like we said earlier, we're gonna need to build a device.
We need to look for the purest ore in Sumeru.
Yep, and once we use it to create an observation device, we can find where the meteor shower will be. I see. The
Go somewhere else to look for it.
Then why don't we go back? I chatted with him a bit when Aveen was showing me around. He seems really knowledgeable. But one knows more about ore than a blacksmith.
Actually,
That's true.
I do.
Go.
Wish we could fly over. Technically.
What are we gonna do? If we really ask the blacksmith, he's gonna give us funny looks for. You're right. At first, Paimon felt bad about, but now it feels like we made the right decision.
Forget what.
Yep, that's why we're doing all this.
So we're about to make a fake meteor shower. Is that what we're about to do? Ask Ankar about the auras. I'm not going to look at Sino, bro. It's the same stuff over and over. I swear. Same stuff over and over. Hey, Mr. Hangar. You briefly explain the purpose of your visit to the blacksmith. Ore! What you talking about, ore?
You want to use the purest material to create a star observation device? However, purest material is too vague. Firstly, this all sounds rather, strange.
Strange.
Never heard that legend about me.
Sorry for the trouble, but we're sorry. Inazuma's pretty far. Still, I want to at least give it a shot. Even though
Well, sure. Why don't I use some materials that might fit the bill and create a...
that'd be great.
No need to be so polite. You're my customer.
Ah,
Also, this
okay.
kind of project is a nice change of pace.
True. Thanks, Ankar.
Maybe we can just pick a random one.
No, that won't do. I don't think I can just... If these were for ordinary use, then it'd be acceptable. Barely.
Why are you so interested all of a sudden?
Then what we do?
Yeah, what now? Don't worry too much about the material. If you think it'll be difficult to obtain, I want to try all our options.
Since we're on the topic of legends, allow me to tell you one about
One
blacksmiths.
blah.
All of us in the know about this legendary forging material.
Oh, snap.
It possesses excellent property. Using it to forge something is every blacksmith's dream.
Yo, can I get like a...
Some spend their entire lives searching for this material in vain.
Huh? What?
That's because the material is too precious. Many believe... In other words, not only does it represent the pinnacle of material quality, but also the culmination of a smith's skills. I constantly practice and hone myself, so when I do encounter this material, it won't...
So, you mean that it's symbol?
Dreams,
Inspiration, obsession,
focus.
focus. Call it what you
Call it
want.
what you want. But if you take it to symbolize purity, then I believe it is your goal as well.
What is it? Like crystal ore? Like what?
We call it Earthstone.
Earthstone?
Neither I nor my colleagues have ever seen it. It's more like a goal.
But also a
Also
warning.
This fits perfectly with the tail of the meteor shower. Then, why don't we go looking for it?
We're not gonna just find something. Yeah, we're not gonna just find. Treat it as a fun excursion.
Exactly. We're chasing down a legend after all. What's true or not doesn't matter.
What happens if it actually exists?
That's a big win for us. And if we don't, when you put it like that,
Hey, excuse me.
From White
Make sure
Intrude.
you've seen a child in a wheelchair.
Oh.
she and I were hanging out not that long ago.
Do you know where she went? She hasn't returned home yet.
Huh? I wonder why.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry if I seem worked up. I'm Avine's mother. She's been depressed ever since she fell ill and was forced to use a wheelchair. If she does something reckless because she's not in a good state of mind,
It's okay. Don't worry. I can't say that I know her very well. But I think she just has a...
that's reassuring. She doesn't want to tell me anything. Probably because she thinks nothing she says would make either of us feel better. But I can't tell what she's thinking if we don't communicate. I'm worried that I'll panic and make things worse by saying the wrong thing.
Don't worry. I'm sure she has a reason for wanting some space to herself at the moment. We should just be open and understanding with her. But that does bring me to a question I've been mulling over in my head. Do you think there's something else going on in her life?
Not that I'm aware of. I just know the illness was a big blow to her. She's always been physically active. She absolutely loved to run and jump, and she told me that she wanted to become a great adventurer someday. But after she became ill, she lost strength in both legs. she hasn't been able to stand since. We've consulted with countless doctors, but they're all stumped. They said all she can do is slowly recuperate. No one can.
Sorry, I was looking at a
her
meme.
legs
It's
will never
hilarious.
recover, and her dreams of seeing the world would be.
Okay, I
It's a
understand.
bad.
I'll find a way to. Sorry, but it looks like we'll have to put her. We're coming with you. Mr. Blacksmith, do you remember seeing a child in a wheelchair?
Sorry, afraid not. Haven't, but you're looking for someone. He's my supplier. If anyone's aware of the comings and goings in Treasure Street,
Do you know where we can find him?
he's probably resting just over there. It's not far.
Got it. Thanks for your. We'll go over there and see what we can find out. Don't worry, I don't think she's gone too far.
Thank you so much. He and I will. If you find her, please let me.
So we're going on a meteor shower and helping the child out. Okay. Anyways, I was looking at a meme and somebody used one of their little feather junts, dust of enlightenment, and their pace genuinely just got worse. Like they had crit rate, crit damage, and they had attack percent on the bottom. They put crit rate, crit damage as what they roll into, no matter what. Gets the exact same percent. I'm talking by the decimal, 6.6 crit rate. Their crit damage was like what, 18 or something, and then it went down to like 11, and then put the other roll into attack. So it genuinely, you're trading out like 7% crit damage, which is pretty a lot for an artifact for like a low roll of attack. Like that's hilarious. That's honestly hilarious. Bro, he said, "Bro, what is this?" He said, "I do not want this trash."
Have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. I asked if she needed help, but she didn't.
Sounds like there really was some.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too.
Yes, so we're looking.
I see. That's rather worrying. She went that way. If you ask people as you go.
Okay.
Thank
thanks.
you.
If you find out anything, don't forget to tell the people with the green scarves.
You mean the core of 30. Don't worry, I got.
Ayo, Nidal.
Excuse me.
Oh, I remember her. I asked her what she was doing. It's my job, after all.
That seems a little weird.
Whatever the case, she left the city.
Gotcha.
Wait. Go, 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 Power Rangers. Yo, Jahan, bro.
Hello there. Did a child in a wheelchair pass this way?
A wheelchair? Oh, so that's what it was. I didn't get a good look, but something going pretty fast went sliding down that slope over there.
Oh no, how dangerous.
For sure. There's terrain of all sorts outside the city, and if that was the kid...
Got it. It was over there, right? We'll be going now. Thanks.
Interesting. Hey, yo, wheelchair girl. Oh, I have fallen and I can't get up. All around me are familiar faces.
Hey, are you alright? I fell off my wheelchair.
How's that even possible?
Move around without it. It's okay. You're okay. I'll take care of her. Can you two look for her wheelchair?
Please not tell me it's busted.
Problem.
I genuinely predicted that. Alright, let's see what his wheelchair is. It's probably right there. Hey,
It's the wheelchair.
what?
The hilly churls.
You know what? You know what?
We gotta get it back before they damage it.
You know what? Get nuked. Get nuked. By the way, that was like probably the worst ult. No buffs, no nothing. No void rifts, nothing. 39,000. Times 3, what? 90,000? Ult without doing nothing.
Looks like the wheelchair's still working. That's good. Or else my family would... You feeling any better? It's alright. Do you feel okay telling me why? If you don't want anyone else to know, well... That's right! You can trust us!
I will scam you in the future.
My bestest friend. The carving? Yeah. My illness is... I used to love running. I loved the feeling it gave me. But the longer I sit, the cloudier those memories get. I'm starting to forget how it feels to love something. But when I saw that wood carving, I remembered that I once had a best friend. He'd always...
An Aranara? Aww.
Wait, was he an Aranara? Paimon meant that it couldn't have been an Aranara, right? But they aren't. They're real. Hey, I understand. Okay.
They're actually real. She's right.
That's what happened so we can help you. Sorry. I got carried away. And I don't... Everyone says you can't see Aranara anymore once you become an adult. You have to say... I can't remember his name. Or how he looked like.
Yeah, they do like to run.
And soon...
Some
I'll
do.
even forget that he used to run with me. I don't want to become an adult. Not like this. I understand now. When you saw that carving, you were reminded of your friend. You came out here to look for him and remember that friendship, no matter how difficult things got. Isn't that right? Yes. I want to see him. I want to tell him that I'm not angry with him, and that I didn't want to break our promise. But then this happened. I'm not angry with him. Not at all. Cheer up. Something beautiful has happened. Beautiful? That's right. You remembered something about the Aranara, haven't you?
Hey, the music.
Start remembering more things, you'll be able to find your friend again. And I'll help you. Yoimiya, does this mean that you... Sorry, I don't know if I can. But that doesn't matter.
I can.
Whether I can... What do we do?
You can get an Aranara.
Really wants to help her. She didn't deserve any of this. Not her illness.
I can go call Aranara real quick.
But...
Let me help too, but before that, Yoimiya, can we talk?
Huh? Me? Sure. Sorry. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. What's wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden.
Do you really believe in the Aranara?
Oh, did you think I was overpromising that to her? Reuniting with her Aranara friend is the result. But I'm guessing that her sudden illness made her feel like she may not be able to realize her dreams, and everyone has their own imagination. After some chance, so as long as we help her rediscover... Oh, so that... Adults only want to believe in objective reality. In doing so, they may... But I think...
They're actually real though. Genuinely.
How... Looks like all this... If we didn't do anything to help, I wouldn't be able to walk. And would the stars really want their caller to have such a heartless soul? What are you trying? Because we can actually summon the Aranara.
You're good, Yoimiya. I'll apologize to them later. You're good, Yoimiya.
Just watch. We have some tricks. Whoa. So, this is...
Very unexpected. The Lord of Dentro did not say they would be a strange Nara. A Nara trust Golden Nara. If that were not so, I would have not appeared. I'm sorry. There were circumstances, I'm afraid.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. Sorry, let me explain. I know that you only want to be seen by people you trust, but this girl once had an Aranara as her best friend. And they haven't met in a very long time. She's been quite ill. Her life has been turned upside down.
Oops.
It's been so long since she's been able to see her.
Come on, my boy, Nara.
Her memory of him
She is good, Nara.
Parting with a friend like that is too sad.
Is this
She
another
never
bug bite
wanted
trying
that
to
happen.
bite? It is. I remember Nora Arvin. Arashi. I can't even. Buzz right. All Nora grow up. When they do, they will say goodbye to their young selves. All Nora want to prepare for that, but the truth is, very few succeed.
That's why I want to help her. Her world is still very small. Too small for all the sadness she has to bear. As things are, all she can do is sit alone and think about how happiness is leaving her little by little. About how life has been so unfair to her.
Sorry, I have a bug bite. It's annoying me. I understand. Her world is very small, so disappointment is very large.
Yes. Maybe we're already used to bad luck and we know how to deal with feelings of sorrow and disappointment. But this is her first time dealing with any of this. Life can trip anyone up.
Yeah.
What's most important in times like this is for us to support one another.
Anja. It seems that Red Nara has not grown up yet. Is not yet grown up.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Time is very important to Nara. Nara walk with time. They remember much, and they forget much. But Red Nara is different. You know how young Nara think. The warmth in your heart is very pure and is fierce like the sun. I believe you are trustworthy, Nara.
So, that means...
I can bring you all to see Arashini.
Thank you. Thanks for trusting us.
Arashini is in Maritabi Forest, but Nara Avin might not be able to see Arashini unless she is prepared. This is not very complicated or difficult, though. Let me lead the way. Thank you, Ara Nara. We trust Golden Nara.
Paimon's been meaning to ask what you meant by prepared.
Nara Avin has not completely remembered. Memories and dreams are both necessary.
But I'll never be able to stand...
Such words are not needed here. Nara Avin, you must remember, dreams are connected to your heart, not your body.
My heart?
I led you this far, but now Nara Avin must find her precious things by herself.
Huh? He's gone just like that? It looks like the sky here has...
Dream Nara.
My heart.
We're in Dream Nara. We're in Dream Nara, so she can dream.
It wasn't hard at all. And it didn't feel weird. It was like, wait, so that means we're...
Inside her dream.
Not our first time in one. No wonder our Aporva said not to look. Wow, that's amazing. How amazing. Now come on, let's race. I might not have whatever. Let's go. And off she goes. Well, this was easy. Paimon thought she'd need more time.
Sorry. My bug bites are trying to spike up again.
That's true. Merciless. You're good. If we had run any further, Aveen was neck and neck with Yoimiya. I've outran lots of adults before. Long legs. I won't even be able to compete with you. Let's see. Where should we go next? Look! Something's floating up ahead! Does it want us to follow? Maybe.
Yoimiya. With her bow.
to keep chasing after it? You're not feeling worn out yet?
Getting tired is part of running, and I love everything about running.
Well, right now we're gliding, so
There are so many huge mushrooms here. They're big enough to lie on.
That's not what they're for. Let me show you.
Oh!
what is that? Interesting.
So, this is our destination? I'm so happy. You know, at first, it felt like my world had shrunk down to a tiny space. But as long as I continue moving forward, new sights will always appear in front of me. And my world will keep expanding before my eyes. Even though I don't know how I did it, I know I have you all to thank.
Oh, that's not important. What's important is that you remember the joy of going through the world. Our memories don't just symbolize our past, they can also shine a light in our future. Once you find the hope in your heart again, that happiness will come back to you.
Yes. Thank you, Yoimiya. Let's keep looking for Arashani. Yeah. Then why would the star lead us here? I don't know how to explain this. Almost like...
I know. Could this stone be your Earthstone?
Earthstone?
It's a very rare ore that symbolizes a person's aspirations and dreams. Since you can see it,
Is that how it... It's just like in fairy tales. But I'm glad that I found that belief again. They passed right through!
And she's gone.
let's go after them.
Oh, we're about to fight some hilly turtles, guys.
Hey, Yoimiya! Hey! Well, we have no choice.
Yeah, I definitely like the new Paimon. No, like it's just ear draining. We're in dream.
Oh, but
It's been a while, Nara Avin. It has been a while, yes.
Arashani?
Why do you look so sad? Oh, she knows. You are happy.
Arashani!
The R&R is sure of a flair for magical journeys. They not only help Davine find her best friend, but we have to look for one of our own later to make the purest lens.
Yep. It's kind of funny, but Paimon thinks we can actually do it.
But we have to bring her back to Sumeru City first.
The dream ended.
We dreamed a most lovely dream. Don't look so lonely.
Arashani!
Let's just say sorry. It is not Arashani did not want to find Nara. Arashani could not remember the time. She does not dare into the city. Arashani did not see Nara Avin, so Arashi thought you had made new friends. This is normal and unavoidable. It is not something to be grieved.
It's okay. I understand, but I think I understand now. Yoimiya's right. Everyone gets thanks for helping me read a...
You've also helped us a lot, so don't be so humble. To be honest, we didn't know. Now that we're on this track, I think we'll...
Yoimiya, you need this Earthstone because...
Yep.
Oh, what if that's how things are? I'm happy to lend you my Earthstone.
Casually gets one. Like, what? What is this? Yeah, exactly. What?
What just happened? Did you just take glasses out of your...
I have no idea what's going on either.
mind might. And then the light turned into this.
Thank you. I didn't expect us to solve our problem like this. Not that I know how to use it, but let's see what my intuition says. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I think I see it. Oh, it was pretty obvious. Come on, I'll lead the way. Once we're done watching the meteor shower. Also, thank you for helping us. Actually, let me scrap the pleasantries, and you all are great storytellers.
Oh, and Greenlands. I would say the same for you, Nara. I've given a little bit of respect for Nara. Only, I just hated doing that quest because it's just long. And long. And more long. Just a bunch of long. They didn't even get me anything. Honestly, all that work is to lose the Mizuki. Ridiculous. Hey, I think I wouldn't have got it only because you needed, what, 10 more wishes? But, Nope. I kind of stare at Lumine every time one of these cutscenes goes. Even what's happening, I just love staring at Lumine. Oh, no. Ah! Oh, snap. Go, 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 go! That's a lot of trust. So these are where my 5 stars are. This is not a long animation. This is cool.
Just like fireworks.
Oh, that's cool. I will say that's a pretty cool animation. In the air. Well, GG's.
We're waking up already?
The meteors we summoned flew up, but they were exactly like. I could have kept watching that forever.
Paimon too! Paimon didn't expect.
Honestly, I didn't think about it at all.
You already knew that was a dream.
You know me. I really should thank you two, though. You set all this up as a back. Don't worry. I loved it so.
Oh, whew. That's good. Paimon was.
Why would I be? I dreamed about helpful. I dreamed that we ran and jumped atop large mushrooms, and we discovered Earthstone in a.
So we kind of went on a trip.
And
We ate some mushrooms and we're on a trip.
it was even more amazing.
So we kind of on a psychiatric trip.
Earthstone glasses. We found meteors that blew up from the Earth. And
Just say we've woken up.
That's right. Dreams themselves may be imaginary, but they're also experiences that can never be relived or replicated. If we were sticklers about truth in fiction, we would have missed out on so much beauty and emotion.
You sure up a few places on the Paimon's best friend list. By the way, the Aranara, they don't usually like
Oh yeah, they're so cute. We really have to.
the wood carv.
Yeah, if we hadn't seen those wood carvings, then we wouldn't have.
Huh.
Don't worry. Well, it's almost time.
To the wharf. Let's go to the wharf, guys. Is that a dock, I'm guessing?
Sumeru's such a nice place. I'll be back.
You will always be welcome here. Aveen.
It's a deal. I'll be waiting. Yoimiya, before you go back, I want to tell you about my new dream.
I don't
I want to travel to Inazuma on my own.
Wow, that's impressive. I didn't expect to be introduced to new customers. Don't worry. I'll make you some fireworks that you'll never forget. You do as well. No matter how busy your adventures get, remember to come back to Inazuma. We'll always welcome you, no matter. You gotta come and watch the fireworks this meteor shower inspired as they soar high.
Sounds like a plan.
Of course. Take care, Yoimiya. May all your days be filled with happiness. And fireworks for now, but friends are forever.
Why'd you just shout that out? It's embarrassing. Oh yeah, by the way, have a look at this.
In our
That's
card.
right. This is the one you helped me pick, and you said it looked kind of like me. Look at it whenever you're feeling down. Who knows? Maybe it'll raise your spirits. If nothing else, of course,
Thank you.
meeting in person is still better.
I'll treasure it.
Okay, I'll be heading back now. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. I really loved the trip you prepared for me. In fact, no matter where you two go, I know that our friendship
See you, Yoimiya.
go forward to the end of your journey and to the ends of this world.
Of course.
See you around.
See you, Yoimiya. Star Picker's Passage. Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good. Oh, I actually do get a... Looks like Yoimiya. That's funny. And there it is. Clickety click. Those things like one of those world quests where... What are you doing? Sure. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Wonderful. That's awesome. Just Skirk standing in the middle. Oh, reward. Thank you. That's hilarious. Okay, so there we go. There's that. One of the things I need to do is the Emily one, which is right near us. Even time itself. But yeah, I need to do this. I'm like halfway. Same thing with like you and Mia. Oh, starting. I have to investigate the scene apparently. Yeah.
I checked. Oh, but that's impossible. It's not like that kid can just grow some... Oh,
Kid?
The culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could...
Or is it you? Hey.
Do you think whoever did this was hiding the flowers
Was it you, Paimon? Get back here.
Well, we looked all over, but
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
Absolutely. Let's get that email. We have a little bit of time. 8 o'clock. I didn't expect it to finish so quick. I'm guessing I was near the end of the quest because it didn't take long.
so how's he doing?
How? Well, I
We
forget what
have
happened in this
administered
quest.
Emergency treatment.
Mhm.
I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a certain liquid.
Ew.
Still unconscious and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now.
We found this bottle just now, though.
Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical composition is still unclear. We'll have to do further tests to determine if it's the same liquid and how toxic it is to the human body. But first, I do believe there are two people who could shed some light on the situation.
Yeah, get out of here.
Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucian.
Are you actually the?
Oh, wait, you know. Hey! Were you talking
Oh, I
to
was
us,
right.
mademoiselle? I'm afraid we've never heard of those names before.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4 people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others. A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and 2 merchant brothers responsible for promoting the product on the market. The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. Their actions lured in numerous speculators and profiteers, inflating the price of Auguste even further. In the end, they were sent to the Fortress of Meripede for falsifying their accounts and destabilizing the market. If you do the math, they should be out of prison by now.
And what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucian just now, the name registered immediately.
Miss Emily, out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in Fontaine, I'm inclined to believe that was simply a poor attempt at humor. You have a bright future ahead of you. You wouldn't want to develop a reputation as someone who throws around...
Buzzerite, 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 buzzerite.
Especially among merchant circles.
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, you took it to be alcohol.
What?
Just as I thought.
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't particularly renowned, but I'm certain any respectable perfume merchant in Fontaine would know of it. Unless, until recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world. Somewhere like the Fortress of Meripede,
Go to bed.
perhaps?
Emily, you little...
99. Yeah, that's right, Blaze. Oh my.
Don't misunderstand
Fucking
Mr.
dull sword. I don't have
I
that.
won't bring this up to
I have too
criticize.
many of them.
No matter what happened all those years ago, the court has already passed its judgment. But Master's life is in danger. We need to learn whatever we can about the person who has done this. If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine the 2 of you might also be in danger. So I'd like to trouble you for some information, if I may. Tell me about Kyria.
Fine. As you wish.
As you wish.
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orderly anyway. You were right, Miss Emily. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, Lucian, Edgar, and a researcher from Sumeru in charge of flower cultivation, Vijava. Sometime down the road, the Marechaussee Phantom came knocking, saddled us with a list of accusations, and started looking into our books. Oh, they did their meddling, and my brother Edgar and I were forced to serve time in the fortress as a result.
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him. Still, Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead. That's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study under him for a little while. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher, Vijava.
Like us, Vijava was also staring down an investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the mora we managed to earn. All the Auguste flowers, everything we worked to create, was reduced to nothing but a pile of ash.
But destroying all that evidence, wouldn't that make things worse for her?
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fire as well.
What?
Sounds
Okay.
like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either, but you two seem quite familiar with him.
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother. He was just a clueless kid back then, somewhere in his teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes, but that was pretty much it. He didn't have any idea what we were doing. Vijava kept him close most of the time. The 3 of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently, when people started saying the Auguste flower had reappeared in Sumeru.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce the Auguste flower?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her. If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyrie's the one that has it.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate the perfume itself.
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste. Wait, does that mean Auguste is poison?
Poison? No, no. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be ingested. Even small amounts can be dangerous, let alone ingesting a whole bottle at once. If Auguste could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because Kyria forced him to drink perfume. It just happened to be Auguste. He probably thought we had something to do with his sister's death. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea why she did all that. We're not looking for Kyria because we have it out for him. We just wanted to see how he was doing. And if possible, work together to bring back a ghost. We only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation. It had nothing to do with the product itself. As long as we keep things honest this time around, bringing the product back to market would almost be like honoring history's memory.
So that's why you never mentioned.
Bro, I'm not
Tyrion
kidding.
during
This
your
joint is so
interrogation?
boring. I'm on my phone right now.
Yes, exactly. We were just looking out for the kid.
Anyway, that's all we know.
Anyway.
You're looking for information on what's in a goose, or what to do if you ingest it. There are only two people to ask.
God, Kiara
Well,
himself.
police were able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested.
Amelia,
was
by the
in
way,
fact
is a
a
really
goose.
good
That
sub
gives us a direction
DPS for
further
Dintro,
testing.
honestly, but I don't really need her.
Well, glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it.
Lucian, let's head back to the room
Lucian.
and rest a bit. With everything that's happened, there are things that need reconsidering.
Yes, of course.
We done yet? Still hiding something.
Huh, you think so too? That does seem to be the case. Pity we don't have more evidence.
I can
But
get something
based
if you
on
want.
Sylvain's tone of voice just now, I suspect further questioning will only result in more made-up answers.
The way you exposed them like that, just based on a hunch, that was genius!
Really, just a performer who looks after people in your spare time.
Oh, right. Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor.
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter are already dead.
So you're a
Forensic doctor?
Close. I'm actually a forensic cleaner. Once the forensic team and the Marachese Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world. In fact, with just a small alteration to the formula, the same tincture used as the base of proof. Basically, there are two sides to forensics. Those who collect evidence to expose the truth, and those who clean up the smells, bloodstains, and other substances. I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to Tainari and the officers at Port Ormos? We should update them on the situation.
Will do.
I'll stay here and continue to look after Master. Now that we have a sample of Auguste, I'm hoping further analysis won't be too difficult.
Okay. So we're fighting Tainari, apparently?
Whoa, why the rush? Did some...
What? Edgar was attacked? He's the most famous perfumer in the region. Someone...
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but we've got eyes all over the area. I'll start gathering my forces.
What about you, Tainari? Do you have a plan?
I'm sure the sheriff can handle things over at the scene, and I doubt Emily needs my help looking after Mr. Edgar.
Thank you, Tainari.
Then she was far too modest. She may not be a doctor by trade, but she has a deeper understanding of human anatomy and pharmacology than most scholars from the Amorta Darshan. Not to mention the fact that Mr. Edgar's condition is related to perfume. Emily is certainly in the best position to help him. As for me, I'll head to the academia and see what I can learn about Vijava and Kirya.
Oh, that's right! Vijava was supposed to be a scholar from Sumeru. Do you recognize the name?
From Emily's letter, certainly, but that was the first time I'd heard of it. The academia produces a lot of scholars, and there are plenty of graduates who choose to pursue a career outside their darshan. I didn't have time to look into it earlier, but now it seems like Vijava's past could be critical to getting to the bottom of what happened to Mr. Edgar. I have friends in Sumeru City that can help me investigate. With any luck, we'll have news to share by tomorrow. I'll leave you and Emily to watch over things here in Port Ormos.
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emily's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Emily!
No longer in critical condition, thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness soon. My chemical analysis of a goose also went smoothly, although it certainly raised some questions.
Questions?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Elemental energy?
Hard to say. It was such a minute amount, proportionally speaking, like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean. I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample. Unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy, I doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years. As for whether Master's condition was caused by the elemental energy present in the sample or some other component of the perfume, it's still too early to say.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. Did Tainari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a look.
I received a message from him last night, but I haven't heard anything since. The message said he was looking into some information at the academia.
Oh, Paimon thought he might have stopped by to see you first. Excuse me? Is Miss Emily here?
Kali?
Oh, perfect! Familiar faces! Traveler, Paimon, you're here too!
Kale. Ah, of course. Tainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. And please, no need for formalities. Emily is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss, Emily. Did Tainari send you here, Kale? Yep. Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night, and still haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me anyway. Based on what they've reviewed, so Master considered that possibility as well. But the dream wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research direction or background, but also couldn't find a match. How is that possible?
It's starting to seem very likely. If we want to figure out her
Honestly,
true
let's
identity,
try it.
I'm afraid another
No
conversation
archers,
with two merchants
all
might be the only.
all balloons.
Lucian!
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back, do you?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them. It's locked?
There's no one here.
Lucian! Lucian!
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry, let's check.
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Wake up!
His dance moves are impressive.
Oh, what?
I'm in control.
Bro's dead. In a way, in a way, in a way, in a way.
Emily, Emily, my brother, he's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious. Like what happened to Edgar?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain, but we were too late this time.
Bro's dead. In a way.
No, that's not possible.
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock. He needs some space to calm down. Could one of you take him next door? It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Of course. Leave it to me.
I don't know if I share.
Thank you both. Mr. Sylvain, let's get you up. Here, take my hand. Nice and slow. We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Poor guy. He's like a shell of his former self. He may have made some bad decisions in life, but right now, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for him.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful. All the moments he shared with his brother, every hardship and triumph they endured together, are now memories he has to carry alone.
If Kiria really was behind this, then what exactly did he do to Lucian?
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can. Traveler, I've got things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
Who would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air. And
Or how long is this quest?
Oh, I'm not actually.
It's been like
afraid of
30
it.
minutes.
I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity.
Then, would you mind helping us invest?
Of course, I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so.
We'll help too. We don't know much about dead bodies, but you.
Weird line, bro. Alright, let's see the luggage. Alright, there's a bomb in here. Okay. Let's check the incense. Okay, there's poison in the incense. Alright. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, let's check the flowers. Okay, somebody put poison in the flowers. Okay. So he smelled them. So he laid down the incense, smelled the flowers, put a bomb in his backpack. Okay. And then there's another bomb in the closet. And on the door, there's a secret lock that when you click the number 777, a bomb explodes. Oh, snap.
Looks like we've investigated as much
That's what happened. He clicked the number 777.
So, did you find anything?
Yeah, 3 bombs.
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
Yeah, a big bomb. Look, watch. Yeah, look at that. Watch. Bomb, bomb. And he tried to go over here to the other bomb, and bam!
But entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain. Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who?
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have a motive.
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our only available witness. We have to take his statement.
I agree. Also, I've made some new discoveries, so we might as well head next door and go through everything together.
Oh, just give me my primos.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it just
Did you
autoplay. I'll
see
be
or
right back.
hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful. We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from the other room, we could help each other. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucian was...
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room. No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucian's body. What kind of cause of death are we dealing with here?
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucian's pupils were dilated, and his skin was flushed, very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was forced to ingest anything. The more plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance without knowing it, and I'd say that substance was likely a goose.
A goose? No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night. No, that's not what I meant. Emily, you ran your tests, didn't you? Go on. Tell everyone whether you found any poison.
No, I didn't find any common toxins.
See? A ghost is harmless. The market response proved that years ago.
That may be true for most people, but not for everyone.
Master!
Edgar? You're up and about already?
Thanks to Emily, I'm out of the woods for now. Sylvain, no matter how hard you may try to hide it, the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be? No, he would never give up. Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
I'm back, guys. I had to go get me a drink.
That's Vijava's. Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru.
Oh, snap.
She was an exiled Fatus from Snezhnaya.
Sheshnaya.
The
What's a
Fatui.
Fatus?
Well, that means the elemental energy present in Auguste.
Ah, so you've already detected it.
Oh.
The August flower was created.
A delusion?
Child, where are you at?
Delusions. I never would have thought of.
Born of a delusion, August contained distorted elemental energy.
That's enough, Egg. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower. But no, it didn't have any effect.
Freaking Sheshnaya. Get out of
It's
here.
not like it was good for business. But all that talk about a goose being unless
It may be true there are no records of it, but even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing a product to market despite that explains why you, the Fatui, delusions,
Freaking Sheshnaya. What is your true goal?
There's bad blood between you.
Hey, colleague.
What about Yelena's death?
I'll admit,
The difference between a 5-star and a 4-star is hilarious.
we took care to
I love
disguise
it.
the
Call is like a
facts.
normal character and then Emily with the eyes and everything. She looks like a 4-star character and she looks like a 5-star.
Decided to look
Never seen a
into
more
it.
5-star, 4-star.
Might even put our plan.
But
Look, normal character.
yeah, she could have just burned the flower
Definitely
that
5-star.
with her brother.
I thought
Can't be a
about
character,
it for a
normal
long
NPC.
Everything she did. One of the reasons they
I genuinely don't care.
arriving in Fontaine, Yelena continued using the delusion.
So she couldn't flee with her brother.
If her true identity was exposed, the Auguste flower and Yelena. So
So the wealth you earned from a
most likely. That's why Lucian and
I genuinely don't care
I
about this
don't
quest.
think
Out of every one
even
other one,
my
I do not
sister
care.
was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him to conceal her deteriorating.
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kyria. I'm not so sure. Even if he knew the truth, he'd still find someone to blame. It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of.
Very true. Even if you
Edgar.
think about it, if we hadn't been,
I don't care, 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 and I don't care. I don't care.
3 people from Fontaine, 1 from Snezhnaya. Well, we can only wait until the academia.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They're all stupid.
Edgar, are you saying?
if Sylvain is to stand trial, I'd just like to take care of a few things before. As for Sylvain, I'm. Would you be willing to grant that?
Well, all right. I'll talk. The man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
happened tonight?
Oh. Yeah! All we know is that he uses a goose to poison people. But we still have no idea how if he targets Sylvain or Edgar.
That may be true. But what if we take advantage of this situation and...
Master, no. That's...
So, if Kyria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, in other words, you want to...
Capture? Not necessarily.
Afraid? I'm spending the rest of my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset. As for the danger...
True, Robert.
Everyone else just needs to...
I'll admit, it could work. Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel.
I still have some reservations. But if you insist on...
I'll also keep watch.
Although, I think so. If Kyria noted...
You mean if he doesn't...
If that were to happen...
That's why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
All right.
Good lord, I'm just spamming the space bar and the mouse button. Let me out of here. Just yap, 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 yap. All of them were on it. Like, good lord, are in on it. Don't be asking. Where are gluing?
You heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained.
What? He's the one who helped Croc.
He taught my child how to make perfume.
He hasn't been
Oh, everyone on this. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break.
I don't care. I don't care. Cause he is bad. Dun, 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 don't freaking care about it. Cause they're all bad and in it on it. Don't care cause I don't care. Cause they're in on it. In on it. I don't care about this situation, cause it doesn't matter with me. I'm just a traveler helping around the place. I don't care about the situation, cause it doesn't involve me or you or me, as I don't even care. I don't care about it, cause it doesn't involve me, and I don't know.
Sheriff Xian wants
Bro,
to talk to
bars.
the Traveler about our plans for the night watch.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here, I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Is it legal to take
I'm
pigeons?
Oh, it's not good to be so tense, especially when we've got a long night ahead of us. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something seems to be on your mind.
Was it that obvious?
You seem very preoccupied with Kyria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to listen.
Oh, Hey, Emily, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway. I've just been thinking. If Kyria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucien last night? There was just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way. Don't you think? When I accompanied Sylvain to his room after Lucien died, and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized... maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
Flippity flip. Dentist in a Danny.
Based on what we've heard about Kyria, that may very well be the case.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred? I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In all my years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment. Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. So while you hold on to that
That's cool.
sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions? Answering those questions requires a lot of time and evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our reach. I've witnessed a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered, and the whole picture ever incomplete.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kiria, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of loss. But that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late. I understand Kiria's decision, but I still want to stop him. Master, Sylvain, and Kiria. They all deserve to survive.
Huh. The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Emily, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two!
I don't care. I don't care, cause I don't
have much
spamming. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I genuinely do not care. Some story quests I actually like. This one's very boring.
Sounds perfectly reasonable.
You're welcome, Emily. I'm only here for Emily, not y'all. Things bun about these people that Emily, like, brother, this is a story quest, not a freaking. This is a story quest, not a random adventure quest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, we're learning stuff about a thing. Like, I didn't know she was a death thing. Like, yeah, but like,
Has Kiria given up on his revenge?
you know what I mean? Like, we learn about in Skirk story quest. We learn about Skirk.
Still nothing unusual.
Skirk story quest, and there's a little bit of action, of course. But this, don't care.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes. No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped up. There must be something.
If we have to search one more time, I'm genuinely going to start tweaking.
Maybe we can look for a different distraction then. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Flowers. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Somebody's dead. Can we stop?
Hey, did you hear?
It was the older.
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then
Don't care.
someone named-
Don't care.
Listen up, everyone.
Don't care.
This is an act of crime.
It's been 3 days and they haven't.
Do you think it could be the work of an... I mean, how do you get away with something like that?
Keep it moving, everyone. No
No loitering. That's right. No loitering. Can we get this quest out of the way? Cause 2 people just died in consciousness. I don't know why they're doing this.
I suppose.
Kyria already...
You were...
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the...
Is that so? I have exceptional students, caring friends, but Kyria has nothing. It really makes you wonder.
If you really want an answer,
I
I
don't.
suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself.
Well, Emily, there's some... But so many flowers were transported here for the show. Some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. Whether Kyria gets... I know it's...
Of course.
Really, now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Sheriff Sean...
Go ahead.
Dude, this is genuinely the longest, like, quest I've ever seen live.
I'm sorry, Master.
Another all-nighter. Emily still isn't back. I hope she didn't run into... Yeah.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested.
I don't
To be honest, I'm still not sure.
The key clue was right in front of us the entire... Let's go. I'll show you where the cook...
The plants, I guess.
The glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back.
Exactly.
A flower that only...
Exactly. That's why Kyria chose the...
Sure.
If applied to the
Oh.
outside, you would still be able to smell a goose even in the daytime.
Hey, the beat!
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That might prevent the substance from taking effect. There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals. It's one I recognize. If you stick the petals together with slime condensate, then in the daytime, the glazed lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Hey, the beat! Haven't heard your voice in a while.
That's right. He applied a diluted form of... That way, the agouste would remain trapped inside...
She's been out for like 3, 4 versions.
Between the petals and evaporate...
More than that, honestly, almost an entire giant. Almost an entire number. What do you mean? I'm making me a sandwich.
However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glazed lily from opening at night. So by nightfall, the flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the agouste trapped inside.
And Kyria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the room during the night.
By the next morning, the sample of agouste would have nearly fully evaporated. The glazed lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
Wait a second. You're telling me
I
this
don't
version
care
of
about this
a
ghost
so
stick.
toxic, inhaling the
This jar is pouring down.
And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because a goose is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
Ah, you mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff? That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago. If the stuff gave them a bad reaction, they would have known from the very start.
I wouldn't use the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But that distinction isn't important right now. You can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
Oh.
In Fontaine, I experienced how drinking primordial seawater made me more attuned with the element of hydro. But that substance would be hard to get around here. All kinds of essential oils commonly found in alchemical products can temporarily increase elemental affinity. But it would be difficult to force someone to use them without knowing it. The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back on it, I'm almost certain it was the scent of spirit borneal. In Sumeru, scholars use spirit borneal to aid meditation and stimulate their connection to the Dendro Archon.
Alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru. Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers were pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liwa. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition. What a coincidence.
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel. He probably used the Mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free. But in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kyria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily, setting up the spirit, it all points to one person. The Mora spent to rent out the hotel, it all points to... Kyria and Edgar are one and the same. That doesn't sound...
But Kyria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so...
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of... Do you think Kyria kidnapped?
I need you to think very carefully about this.
I mean, Mr. Edgar was...
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised...
What? But that's so dangerous with...
But why? Why would he...
No. If his aim was to target
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, But to confirm the truth about why Elena chose to die...
Then there's still one target left.
We're done now.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
Okay.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? Let's ask the merchants nearby.
Go!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath.
I saw a black... How could...
This is terrifying.
Merciless.
No, don't come any closer!
It's all right. I can detect a faint... It's this way. Please, follow me.
Oh, into a domain.
The scent is getting stronger.
Oh, she's burning, right? Forgot. Let me go back. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my god.
Are you all right? Were you
Let me take a look.
Longest scene.
Definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason...
Everything looks all right. It was probably just...
I can't rest. Mr. He's a good man.
O's, you need to calm down.
But how is that Mr. Edgar is 70-something? Changing your appearance.
That's precisely why he had to resort to Kiria used...
No.
And what if the... I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kiria killed the real while Edgar... The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous... And Sumeru, as the years went by, he removed his...
That explains he aged himself.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that...
What you really need...
Oh my... I genuinely do not care about this quest. I'm not going to lie. This giant is so boring.
No matter how slight, should not... I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. I'm sure Kiria...
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here.
Yeah.
This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision... Actually, now that I hate to trouble you...
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. O's, head...
Traveler, Emily, time for someone who's only
Don't worry. We're not going to let a...
This is probably the worst team I have. I'm using Emily with a... Can I like... I have to go through all of that again, won't I? She's a burning character, isn't she? Is she like a burning? I swear she is. I ain't doing his domain without doing a good team, bro. Just how I am, bro. Alright, Nahida.
Out in the horizons again.
What, burning? So probably
I'll bring my seasonings.
strongling. minute maybe for attack, power infusion.
You want me on your team?
This will work. Oh, I need an actual DPS though. So I only can go. Alright, maybe.
I'll lead the way.
Who the crap would help here? LA teams. Genshin, because I don't even know. What's your best team? Kanich. I don't know. It doesn't say. Let's see. Let's see what Genshin Lab says. I'll hate them. So basically a Dendro. Okay. Probably.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
I'll bring my seasonings.
There you go.
Oh! O's!
Go through this John again.
Are you alright? Were you
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason...
Everything looks all right. It was probably...
I can't rest. Mr. He's a good man. O's, you need a... But how is that possible? I thought you... Mr. Edgar...
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself. Kyria used it...
No.
And what if the... I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real... While Edgar was incarcerated, the new Edgar then decided to relocate... The bill to a T as the years went by. He removed his disguise.
That explains why he aged himself.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not what you really know.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter... I know how to really... I'm sure Kyria...
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision... Actually, no. I hate...
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out.
Traveler, for someone who's...
Don't worry. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else.
Alright, so we got Emily with her pretty interesting... I will say, though, her attacks are probably one of my favorites. He's so clean, you know what I mean? Like, look at her. Look at this one. Watch. Hey. In high heels, by the way. Oh, she has, like, a really clean animation.
Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
One thing. I hear everything. Yeah.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Whoa, look at
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion...
What? He only needed a...
Perhaps hatred wasn't not long ago. He told me he didn't want all, but Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire for someone with nowhere to call home. Perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
One with the force.
A little ambiance.
I'll uproot you. Keep up.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
And Shroud. Rah.
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh, quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared. Yeah. Yeah.
One with the force. Keep up. Keep up.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Longest quest of my life.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger.
Did they catch up? No. My strength is just waning.
That's a delusion right there.
But it doesn't matter. This...
We're just down that jump.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier.
Bro, I'm literally so bored.
I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Emily? I'm alive. No, That's not possible. I saw her. Yelena, we were together.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No. The amount of August I drank, it should have been enough. A fake?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind: to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making, the product in its most primitive form.
Ambergris mixed with cedarwood, rounded out with a base note of agarwood.
Hey!
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent?
Oh, Millie with her hair down.
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind. Our competitor already got their hands on it. Perfume all in one.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emily?
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste?
I will say, I always love their animation.
Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine
Bro,
fragrances.
Amelia with her hair down would be pretty
The mythos
sick.
surrounding Auguste may
Well,
have
she
been
cut her hair now,
invented
but you know what I
almost
mean, though.
20 years ago, but now it's time
That
for it
animation
to
is pretty
become
great. I ain't gonna lie.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if
I
only in
offer
theory.
you an
But
accord.
the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so
Okay, Melina.
inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. just like
Imagine.
the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it's a bottle of perfume.
Your
More.
obsession with the goose is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Or that you would activate the delusion. Keep going.
You hit the nail on the head now.
Indeed, my friend. Indeed, indeed.
So, Sylvain isn't dead.
Nope.
Since you've been preparing your cord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then.
Indeed.
That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act.
It might have been. Yes.
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation or continued to use your spirit borneal and a goose combination.
Like how they
to
put
wreak
little,
havoc.
like,
Who knows?
things over.
Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
What? Let's not do that,
If you had
guys.
things your way,
That is a bad
you'd
idea, my
carry
friends.
The truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death.
Good.
Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see.
That Fontaine court.
And all
Not
of
mess
his
with that.
secrets will be revealed. The same goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my day.
No, you sound more like you're about to die than
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
Not true. It's I forget. Paimon Old VA.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them.
Wow.
I did
Buzzer.
what I set out to do.
True.
I may have lost in the end, but it was
Too
my
soon.
choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back, is there?
Careful, everyone. This environment is dangerous. I'll lead the way.
Stick close and hurry up. We can't let Edgar die.
Of course we cannot.
Looks like I'm almost out of time.
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make...
The scent of a goose is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient... So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking.
You're saying Yelena designed...
Rainbow roses, glazed lilies, Cecilias, the perfumers of the past, but if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of the...
Rainbow roses, Yelena.
Oh, snap. You see that? How did I do that? How did I do that? Right there. How do you do that? That's hard. Like. Okay, anyways. Anyways. I'm shooting at the place. Ah! America. This is actually Europe. British.
Did you know? Miss Emily's really right.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth. I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula. Also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it.
Of course! A good sense of taste and...
I see diligence! Not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's alright. Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a...
Right! Do those the language of flowers? Oh!
What each flower is said to rep... After returning to Fontaine, I did some research. And it turns out that... Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always...
You think Kiria knew?
I paid him a visit. Who knows? Maybe she... Yelena is gone. We'll never know, even if that is what she was... Avenging her death? Kiria cultivated his revenge like a flower. In any case, he did want me to thank you for saving my life. Love and hatred, when someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever... But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest...
Oh, a gadget. It's based on legendary goose day from tilt the bottle towards the sunlight. You'll see the following line in graceful text. Wait, what? I actually get something from these story quests. I mean, it's true. Wait, what? A sample of perfume Emily made herself is based on the legendary Auguste fragrance. Tilt the bottle towards the sunlight and you'll see the following line. Grateful to it. Forget the past and keep on living. Why is this a gadget? What? What? Okay. Alright. It's like this thing. It actually has a use to it, but anyways, that was Emily's story quest. I didn't really care for most of it. I mean, it was just a murder mystery, and then the twist is not really surprising at all. The person that was basically getting attacked was the person who was actually doing it, and it was the master, and then he's like, yeah, heartfelt warnings, yay, and then ta-da. Nothing really too fancy, I will say. Nothing a little too fancy. But at least I got something, I guess, from it. I have some Primo Gems. 403. Oh, Mavika. Hello, Mavika. Let's do their test runs while we're here. Why am I on a branch? We may never know. Well, okay. No. It doesn't make sense. Why, out of the quest, gives us a literal perfume bottle that does nothing? Like, oh, God. I've been in the venture. Let me put on some perfume, guys. Like, what is that? Thanks, Emily, for nothing. It's fine. It makes no sense. Alright. I guess I did somehow finish 2 ongoing story quests, so I actually completed my goal. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Anyways, I guess I'll end it here. I mean, I have nothing. Buzz right. All right. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Here, you know what? Watch this. Hold on. See if it works. Nope, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's it. Alright. Alright, guys, my friends. I guess we'll see you. I'll do the testing on my own. We already have. We know how the other two works, but I did commissions. I did Yoimiya's quest, which actually the animation was pretty good. I will say, the drawn animation for Yoimiya's story was actually pretty cool. I will say that. I did enjoy the animation and the storytelling. Pretty cool. All right, hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening, morning, and night whenever you see this, and I will be seeing you. When should I stream? How many days we got? 20 days until new patch, or 21 days because it always takes one patch. Or 1 day to do the next patch. So that's probably for not cry. Maybe then. Honestly, I mean, I have nothing else to do except doing dailies. I don't already have a Wika. I don't need Emily. I got Skirk like yesterday, so I'm happy with that. But all right, hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening, morning, night. Say this, and I will be seeing you in probably 20 days. Bye bye.